Okay, so this is the new version of Lightworks. It's the beta version of Lightworks 14, and I think it's a major improvement from Lightworks 12. So when you first open it, this is the window you're presented with. Over here you have your settings, system settings. The only one I've messed with is project layout. You have fixed versus flexible. Flexible is the old layout, fixed is the new layout, so I'm going to leave it on fixed because I think it's better. Go over here to create new project, and here's our first improvement. Frame rate, choose. You can hit mixed rates. No more problems having numerous frame rates in your project. So mixed rates, name this Kadiko Pupahibla. That's the name, is Hakabla. And when you click OK, this is what you're presented with. So here's your project contents, which there are none because I didn't import anything yet. If you click local files, you have your local files. So I'm going to hit places, everybody. Extra drive is where I have my extra stuff on. Honeybees, macro, no, where did I put my files? I'm going to go back. I know I have some files here. Okay, butterfly place. So here we go. So now I'm going to click on a bunch of clips. So I'll click on this guy here. I'll hold the control key, click on this one. Hold the control key, click on that one, and maybe one more. How about that one? Now before I import the clips, let's look right over here. You have three options down here. You have create link. This will just create a link to it on the hard drive for where it exists now. It'll leave the clip alone. That's what I use. Copy local, it will copy the clip to a different area of the hard drive. And you have transcode. If you click transcode, you're going to transcode the clip to a different format. And you can select your options by right-clicking and video transcoding. Click this, and here's all the formats that you can transcode to. So I typically use create link. And that's what I'm going to use now. I'm going to hit import. And Felicissimo, here are the videos. And before I go any further, I just want to say Lightworks has now taken on a look of DaVinci Resolve. It's a tabbed editing program. You have your log tab, your edit tab right here. This is where you make your edits. Your effects tab, obviously, for your effects, and your audio tab for your audio. This is a much better, cleaner look. Now, with the log tab, you can click on a clip, and you can say change the name of it. So you can call this Butterfly, if you want to call it Butterfly. You can also watch the clip. You know, you can click your L key to play it. You can hit an I for in, and you can hit an O for out, right about there. And you know, you can go to your edit tab, and you can take the clip and just drag it to the timeline. So there it is. I already set the in and out point in the other window, but you can also do it in the edit window as well. I can click right down here, and you can watch the clip in the bin. See that? And I'll hit play, and I'll hit an I for in, and I will hit an O for out, right, meow, like Eric Cartman, right, meow. Take the clip, drag it down, and put it in your timeline. Put it over meow. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same with this clip, and I'm going to find a guy or a butterfly, hit an I for in, give it an O for out, take the clip and drag it down in there, and then I got this one here. This is a hideous macro shot of a butterfly. I just zoomed right into his face, and it just sat there and let me. The camera was like 6 inches from his face, and it didn't even move. Okay, so now I got 4 clips in here. You know, you got your zoom controls. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And this is an improvement right here, the way you trim and edit clips. See, the way you trim clips used to drive people nuts. It's still a bit different, but I'm telling you it's better. So for instance, if I want to trim these 2 clips, I'm going to go in between them, and I'm just going to click. All right, now they're highlighted. Now I can go in between these clips and click and drag. And you see I'm decreasing the size of one while increasing the size of the other. I can go to the right of the clip and click and drag, and that's going to do the same thing. So, but if I want to do it with the J, K, and L keys, for instance, I can click to the right and I can hit J, and that's going to decrease this clip but leave this one alone. I can also do the frame by frame arrow keys as well. See that? I can do it frame by frame. That's awesome. And when you're done, you can go over here and click close, and that solidifies the edit. Or the other thing you can do is, let's do it on this one. So I just click the middle to highlight them. I'm going to click to the left now, so that way I'm knowing I'm gonna edit only one. I'm going to hit the frame by frame key, and you can see, matter of fact, let's hit the J, K, and L. See, I'm making the one to the right longer, but the one to the left doesn't get moved at all. So you can hit right here, close, or you can hit tab to deselect that edit and to solidify the edit. Now let's do one more. Let's click right here. Let's click to the left, and let's do frame by frame and extend this clip here. And now let's just say I forget to hit tab to solidify the edit, and I go over here and I'm going to do this one. Well, no, I'm not, because I did not deselect that edit. So remember to hit tab or to hit close to deselect that edit. Now I actually want to try one thing. I'm curious. Can I do two at once? Yes, I can. Isn't that something? Isn't that something right there? That is magnificent. So I'm going to click the middle right here. I'm going to hold the control key and click the middle right here. I'm going to hold the control key and click the middle right here. Look at that. It edits them all at once. That is magnificent. And hit tab, and now you're deselected. So I'm just going to try something different. Let's try this. Now I'm going to go to the right. Let's just see if that does anything different. I'm going to click to the right. Is it going to do anything? Yes, it is. When I hit J, K, and L, it does them all at once. It's doing this one gets shorter, this one gets longer, this one stays the same. Now, come on. I know that the editing features of Lightworks are definitely different, but they are by far the best that I've ever used, and that's no joke. I'm going to keep messing with this, because I just downloaded this update here. I'm not entirely sure everything I can do. So what happens if I click to the right of this clip and the right of this clip? See, I'm holding control. And now let's see if all of these edit the same way. It is! Oh, I can't believe it! This one's getting shorter and this one's not moving because I clicked to the right of both of them. Oh my god, that is magnificent. So let's just put that back. Alright. So I just want to go over it one more time. To edit, to trim, click in the middle. And you can click and drag. That works perfectly fine. Or you click to the right of this clip, and this clip will not be touched. Only the one to the left will, see? And you can hit close, click in the middle, click to the left of this clip. This one won't be touched, only this one will. Frame by frame, J, K, and L. See that? Hit tab to close the edit. And as you just saw, you can do a bunch of clips at once. It really is outstanding, trimming these clips. So I'm getting off on a tangent here, but if you want to add tracks, you don't have a file edit menu or anything. It's in the right click. So if you want to add tracks, right click, hit tracks. You can add a video track. You can add an audio track the same way. Add audio. See, now I got an audio to put it up here, which is kind of weird, but that's all right. So, you can take this and you can drag it up here. Now you got, it's up there. Now let's go to the effects tabs. This is the edit tab. Let's click effects. Now Lightworks, like a lot of programs, it seems to, let's see, maybe it doesn't have color correction built in. Actually, it does. So color correction is built into every clip on Lightworks. And before I go further, I have video scopes right here. To get those scopes, right click over here, click video tools, and there it is. Those are the scopes. You have a waveform. You have a magnifier too. So I guess it zooms into the timeline. I don't know why I would use that actually. But So now you can mess with the color on it. See RGB. I'm just gonna screw with it. I don't care. See what I'm doing? I'm just messing with it. I mean, so you got plenty of color controls on it. And so click on the clip, hit right click, and you have effects, you have add, you have all kinds of effects now. You have a ton of effects. Hit DVE. Look at all these DVEs you have. I'm gonna see, is there 3D DVE? I was just using it, so there is. Here it is, right in front of my face, as it usually is. So 3D DVE, it's on the clip. Now, of course, if you take this in your settings window, you can mess with the 3D aspect of it. Now you have just a 3D clip. So let's go over to this clip here. Oh, and by the way, say you don't want this on there anymore, you simply click on the settings window, the little toggle here, you can hit remove, and that just gets rid of the effect, so that's no longer there. Let's right click on this, add, let's go to text. You have a bunch of different titles now. I'm just going to put a regular title in. So settings, and you have your fonts and everything. Let's pick a squiggly one. That's a squiggly font. You can make it bigger. You can make it bold. You can go to face and you can change the color and make it a gay color. You got a shadow. It's very awesome, dare I say. Now I'm going to try to, there's a way you can unfold. How do I unfold the effects? I know that there's a way to do it. Unfold. Look at that. So I right clicked on the clip and you hit unfold, and there it is. There's the text effect above this clip. So let's go to the edit menu right here. So now that since I just unfolded that effect, it has its own tab. So now I'm going to deselect these other clips here, so that way I don't accidentally edit them. I'm going to click this and I'm going to drag it, and that's going to drag over the color and the text effect that I just did. And as a matter of fact, I'm just curious. I don't know if this is going to work, but can I unfold the color effect? Let me go back to reselect this, because that's not selected. I'm just curious. I don't know if I can do it or not. Where is unfold? I'm not sure if you can do it, if you can unfold one or the other. But let's say I don't want that color one on everything. I can just take it off. You can add it or add it off. As a matter of fact, and let's go to edit. I just want to try something. I want to try something here. So I'm going to hit the delete. Well, that just cut it into 2. So now this is 2. So now let's try something. I'm going to turn this track back on, and I'm just curious. Go to video effects. So now I'm over this track. So I just took the color. I did it. It just worked. So I just deselected the color. See that? So now when I go to the edit tab, this one has the title, but the color thing that I just did is not there. And if I extend this, it will extend the title only without the color thing that I did to the other clip. So you can, in fact, unfold one clip if you want. One effect, that is. And of course, you don't have to unfold them at all. You can put it here, right click, add effect. I don't know. Color. I like screwing with the color. There's so many color temperature. I love that. And you don't have to unfold this. This effect is embedded in the clip now, and I can mess with the color temperature. I can make it really warm, really cool. Tell you, Lightworks has seen a major improvement, I think. You can also add effects right here, by the way. You can go to your I forget what you call it, but this window, you see the plus button, click plus, and you can add effects that you want here. You got your menu key, you can put keying effects, mix. You can put a dissolve in, I guess. So now I got a dissolve right here. Is it right there? Yeah, slowly dissolving out. You see that? Now let's see, dissolve, amount. So let's just see what happens. I'm just curious how you adjust that. So now it's just going to dissolve from there. So that's how you adjust it right there, just with that slider. So it just dissolves at the end. See that? It's got a lot of effects now. And then you have your audio tab right here. And I'm going to reselect those tracks so I can edit the audio. You can just click on the level, and you can click and drag it up and down. You can click and add keyframes and drag the keyframes all over the place. See that? Something else that's much improved about Lightworks is this new audio levels here. This is very much improved. So you can take these and you can drag them up and down. If I want to increase the level. You can also pan it very easily. See this, and this works, by the way. So you can pan this all the way to the left speaker. Pan it to the right, and it works very well. So the audio is, that right there makes it much improved. In fact, before you didn't really even have these levels. You couldn't really see them before. But now they're just right there front and center. And you have more effects. You can right click, hit add, and you have all these audio effects. You have wind reduction, you have EQ, you have all those effects, and of course you're going to edit them the same way. You know, the same as you did in the before. See that? I'm messing with it now. But something I really like is this takes on a Final Cut Pro thing. And you have these sliders right here for the audio. See, look at that. I'm putting a fade in to the end. See that? Isn't that something? And it fades out. You can do the same over here. See, so this is very much like Final Cut Pro with the fades. It's really nice. They made some serious improvements to Lightworks. There's still a few annoying things about it, like the video scopes are terrible. It still does not have a limiter filter for the audio, so that's kind of a downer. But overall, they've really improved this software, and I think it's just about good enough to actually buy it. I'm still using the free version. When they come out with this full new version, I might buy it. Just before I go to export, go over here, click an I for in, go to the end of your project, wherever you want it to end, click O for out, and again, it's right click and export. I can only do YouTube, I have the free version, so, and it doesn't let you really do a whole lot, but see, Lightworks, I have home, Maddie Tripp's videos, so I made a folder called Lightworks Test. That's where I'll export it to, and I'm going to give it a name of Butter Junk, and I'll click Start, and you can see it's exporting right here. It does it very quickly. And the in and the out. See, before it would export all the black at the end, and you had to delete the black, and that drove people nuts. But now you just do in and out, and it'll just export to the in and out. And before I watch the clip, one more thing I want to tell you about is you have your project settings right up here where you have your project. Click that. You have details, where it is and everything on the hard drive. You can change the location, I believe. Video, have your video settings, audio settings, everything. Your settings are all up here just before I go. So let's see if I can find that clip. Videos, Lightworks, Test, Butter Junk. It's beautiful. Oh, the butterflies, magnificent. And there's my quirky keyframed audio. Oh, isn't it beautiful? See that? And even 720p ain't that bad. You can upload that to YouTube. No one's going to notice. Even if you don't want to buy the full version. So there it is. This is the new version of Lightworks. And it's a very good version. I think they've seriously improved it. And I think it is worth buying. It runs on Windows, Mac, and I'm using it on Ubuntu Linux right now. The fact that you can use it on Linux makes me want to buy it just in of itself. So I will show you more about it as I learn more about it. And eventually, I think in January, which is very soon, sometimes late January, they're going to come out with the full version of version 14. In which case, I'll be sure to screw around with it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel.